In early March, President Trump imposed major tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China, triggering swift retaliation and escalating trade tensions. The EU criticized the move, however, at the time of reporting, has yet to respond with countermeasures. Global markets should be preparing for supply chain disruptions, rising prices, and broader economic fallout. Our recommendation is that buyers secure as much product as you require that is already in the US or Canada. That is until President Trump stirs the pot enough for the cauldron to boil over. Lent runs until April 17th, which could further strain domestic seafood inventories if cross-border shipments slow. As the trade battle continues to unfold, it may be helpful to stay informed on current and upcoming fisheries landscape. So here's a quick snapshot of major fisheries. Alaska's Pacific cod fishery has harvested over 50,000 metric tons, or over 30% of the total allowable catch, while pollock landings have exceeded 340,000 metric tons, or over 23% of the TAC. In Russia, Pacific cod harvests stand at over 26,000 metric tons, or 19% of the TAC, with pollock at about 570,000 metric tons, or 23% of the TAC. Alaska's harvest pace matches last year, while Russia's is slightly behind. The Norway-Russia Atlantic cod fishery has harvested approximately 50,000 metric tons this year, slightly behind last year's pace, while Icelandic cod landings are estimated at 40,000 metric tons, matching last year's levels. Overall, global Atlantic cod landings are expected to be lower than last year. The Pacific halibut fishery is supposed to open March 20th, and there will be less halibut for the market this year due to the 16% coast-wide catch limit reduction, bringing total harvest down by 5.5 million pounds compared to last year. Dungeness crab fisheries from British Columbia, Canada, down to California are all open. However, it may appear likely another year of lower landings. Alaska's Dungeness fishery is currently closed but will open back up in June. For snow crab, global markets are gearing up for the opening of the world's largest snow crab fishery in Canada. But uncertainty looms as the U.S. tariff battle unfolds, impacting about 50,000 metric tons the U.S. typically imports from Canada annually. Russia also adds about 50,000 metric tons of snow crab supply annually. Meanwhile, Alaska's snow crab fishery has reopened after a 2-year closure, although with a lower limit than previous years, and latest figures show over 85% of the 4.7 million pound TAC already harvested with the season closing May 15th. While Alaska crab will stay tariff-free in the lower 48, scarcity and price pressures are inevitable. The summer salmon season should get going around June, and more salmon are anticipated to be harvested this year than last year for both Alaska and Russia, with this year also being a dominant year for pink salmon. If you're not already, be sure to subscribe to our 3-Minute Market Insight to get our market updates straight to your inbox. Thank you for joining me for the Tradex Foods 3-Minute Market Insight. This has been Robert Ryerson reminding you to buy smart and eat more seafood.